my audience. I'm Jake Allen Graham. This is my review on the Fast and the Furious movies. From 2001 to 2017. The first 8 Fast and the Furious movies I'm reviewing. Well, they're titled, which is kind of confusing because what's confusing to me, even though Tokyo Drift takes place in the Fast and the Furious franchise, it's not, I guess they don't consider that part of, I guess that's considered a spinoff to the main sequels, sort of like Hobbs and Shaw, because I thought it was kind of confusing how they basically started numbering them and numbered them wrong when they got to the 4th installment. I mean, the 5th installment is when they started numbering them, and I think, and it says the 5th one was titled 5 was not the 5th one made, even though it was titled 5. It was technically the 6th one made in the franchise. If you count Tokyo Drift as part of the Fast and Furious movie saga, which it's kind of weird how they didn't consider. Didn't put. I just thought it was kind of weird when they started numbering was 5. I always thought the number should have been 6 because it's technically the 5th one. It is technically called 5, but it's technically the 6th one. But it's called 5 because it just has the new characters mixed with old characters, so I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny, the title calling Fast and Furious Fast 5 when it should be called Fast 6, because I think, if I remember correctly, the Tokyo Drift came out prior. The ones that came out prior before Fast 5 was another Fast and Furious movie, and then Tokyo Drift, and then Too Fast, Too Furious, and the first one. So, maybe I miscounted. I really saw. So maybe Fast 5, so there really is 5 of them? I must got confused. What's the number? Anyway, I liked all 8 of the Fast and the Furious movies to give them a 10 out of 10. I love everything about these movies. I love the dumb characters, the corny one-liners, the lawless action, breaking the laws of physics as we speak through each installment. As these characters slowly turning more into Saturday morning's overpowered superhero characters. By the 5th installment, they turn into characters from from a comic book, from the 90s comic book. Something like something really nuts. And just nuts for the sake of weirdness. And then it's one of those kind of comic books that feels like this Fast and the Furious movie, the Fast and Furious movies start to feel like once you get to Fast 5 and beyond that, they start to feel like more like comic book movies, and I mean that in the best way. The best kind of comic book movies. The kind of comic book movies that I wish Marvel could make something this good for the 616 universe. Maybe once in a while. At least it's entertaining and action, exciting. Sure, it doesn't have to be deep or anything emotional complex, but can be at least keep you awake. Which is more what I can say for Marvel Studios movies sometimes. since 2000. Yeah, by sometimes I mean kind of all the times. I feel like I just always I don't hate any of the Marvel Studios, and I just don't love any of them that exist in the 616 timeline from Marvel Studios. I don't hate them, I just don't love them. But the Fast and the Furious movies, these I can get behind. I love how, I like everything about this movie. I like the loudness, loud action. I like the louder action movies, louder than the Michael Bay Transform movies, and more convoluted and action-packed than the Michael Bay Transform movies, and less character development than Michael Bay's Transform movies. I still like it, though. And I like how Dominic Toretto wants to get to the 5th one or the 4th one. He will constantly make a family into a meme and try to make that thing happening in the movie. But it's not. It's just a meme for that makes him into this lovable, cute punchline of a puppy dog you just want to kick in the face. Because the stuff he says about the dialogue he's giving about pep talk and family and blah 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 is something right out of a Saturday morning cartoon special that Mr. Rogers probably would come up with if he made a cartoon special. Talking down to us children is what it felt like. The movie franchise likes to treat you like you're the cutest retard and reward you with spectacle action. Non-stop. And very sexy looking girls. Eye candy also rewards you with. And loud music. It rewards you with. And racing is sometimes rewards you with, but mostly rewards you with action. It focuses on racing. The earlier films had more racing scenes, and later movies installments have more like action than less racing. And eventually they would mix the racing and action together with the by making the racing action happen at the same time in the franchise. But it just gets more chaos as we get further in the rabbit hole when you get to Fast 5 and beyond that. These movies are magical. I give them a 10 out of 10. They're funny, heartwarming, and also exciting, cute. Like a Pokemon, like Pikachu. That's how cute these movies are. Like Pikachu from Pokemon, or or the Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, or Winnie the Pooh from Winnie the Pooh franchise. That's how cute these stories are, and heartwarming, and really, they're really just useful. It's just like gives you that good feeling you just want to hug somebody. These stories are just that retarded, well written. You just want to hug somebody. It gives you that good of a feeling when you see each installment to the first 8 Fast and the Furious movies. It makes you good rooting for fugitives of law. It does a good job making room for fugitives of the law that get their records cleared in the 5th installment or the 6th installment and no longer fugitives of the law and have criminal records, so they got away with crime by doing some good in the 6th installment. And that carries over to the sequels, the last 2 sequels, 7 and 8. Um, so, I give all 8 of the Fast and the Furious movies a 10 out of 10. I love each one of them. And that's my review on the first 8 Fast and the Furious movies from the Fast and the Furious saga. 2001 it started, and to 2007 is when the 8th one came out. So it's still going on to this day, and I'm going to review the other 2 sequels, 9 and 10, and Hobbs and Shaw spinoff. Some other time as separate videos I'm going to review. First, I gotta watch those movies. It's all of them. The last 2 I mentioned, at least Hobbs and Shaw and Fast 9. I haven't seen Fast 9, but I've seen the 10th one called Fast X. Okay, that's my review on the Fast and Furious movies. And I give them all a 10 out of 10, the first 8 ones. Fast and Furious, I give it a 10 out of 10, all 8 of them. Okay, I'm Jake Allen Graham. Hit the thumbs up to like my video, and hit the comment below. Let me know what you thought of this review, if you enjoyed it or not. So then hit the subscribe button to grow my subscribers. And goodbye.